Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Tampa Bay Lightning Be a GM. For this one here, before we left off, we were talking about the possibility of picking up Marleau. Marleau was, where the hell was he now? Oh my goodness, it's been too long. Who the hell drafted Marleau? Why the hell can't I remember who the hell it was? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I gotta go through. I can't remember who it was anymore, guys. I think, was it San Jose? I want to say San Jose. Yes, it was. It was San Jose. My bad. Good God. Had a senior moment there. Alright, there he is. So, Stanley Marleau. Alright, so that's going to be our possibility for a trade is Stanley Marleau. Now, one thing that I didn't consider with us, and it's actually a really smart idea, and I'll show you what that is. If we go to... If we take a look at our top line, I mean, we're going to have Crosby, Scheifele, Stoll, and some other fourth line player there. And then for left wing, we'll have Drouin, Kane, Reichel, and I probably won't put Reala. He'll probably be released. Maybe Pumple, I guess. Pumple because he's got a great shot with that 99 power. Give him an opportunity to play. Or we could put him in the minors again and then just play Nystrom, right? So we have a couple options for us here. Right wingers. Obviously, we've got Nikita Kucherov and Nail Yakupov. Now, one thing that people suggested, and I didn't even consider it, was the possibility of moving Nikita Kucherov. Look at Nikita Kucherov. He only got 76 points last year. Now, that's not bad. He could end up going off and being a really, really solid player. But an option for us would be to move Yakupov up to the top line, who also had a great year, 71 points last year playing the second line. Put him alongside Crosby and Drouin. And let them battle it out. And then the second line could be Evander Kane. Where's our centerman? Evander Kane, Mark Scheifele. And then on the right wing would be Marleau. That would be actually a decent lineup. And, I mean, Evander Kane's about to max out anyway. So he would be a veteran player. What's his poise like? 80 poise? That's not bad. That really is not bad at all. If you take a look at Kucherov, what's his poise? 70. He's got really low poise, really high offensive awareness, but we've got an embarrassment of riches on that top line. Yakupov, who's got 75 poise, 90 awareness. He'd be a nice complement to that top line. I mean, we drafted him, or we made a trade for him to play the second line to give us an option, but he's a very good first line option as well. So, I mean, defense, we don't really have to change too much. We've got Bogosian, Hamilton, Schultz, Hutchinson, Caron, and then probably D'Angelo possibly would play. But, we have $14 million in cap space, so the issue is definitely not, there's no issue there with the cap space. You know what? I think that's a good idea. I think Kucherov is a better option for us. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-sign some players here. First things first, I want to put together my fourth line. Because you can usually get these guys for a decent deal. We'll go out and get that fourth line center that we're looking for. I need my calculator. So we'll go in to negotiate a new contract here with Eric Nystrom. Now, he wants 1.2 for 1 year. We can keep towing him along for that. 2.6 times. So we can get him for 1.071, unless something's cheaper. No. 1.0, so that's 0.75 basically. So that's a very cheap option. And then, Burish and Nystrom. You know what? I'm going to release Nystrom. Okay. And Burish, you know what? I'm going to release Burish too. We're going to have the option here to be able to do this, to get a better player. Chad LaRose is much better. And you know what? I'm also going to release Tony Reala. I mean, he's not really the best sniper, and he's going to be playing the fourth line. I really like to have a grinder, somebody who can actually battle down low. So we will go with Tony Reala. Piquet, I'm not going to tender a qualifying offer. He's not worth it to me. He's too low. Brassard. Austin Brassard, 66 overall grinder, 25. You know what? I'm going to release him too. There's no sense keeping somebody in the system that isn't going to be worth anything to us, really. LaBarbera. Okay. Yeah, so that's... We've got all these unsigned guys, but I'm not going to sign those guys. 2.5 stars. 2.5 stars. Like, they're not worth it. 2 stars. If there's somebody that was worth it, but there isn't. Goalies, I can't remember if we signed everybody we wanted to. Reisner, we're going to release you, get you out of here. And we tender qualifying offers to Buns, Holowenko, and Whitney. Alright, so we've got options going forward there. So, let's go to free agency. And we're going to make the trade there. We're going to put Nikita Kucherov out there with San Jose. Now, one of the things we might do to make that trade go through is, we got Chad Lewis, is to do the swap of the 7th round picks, just to generate some positive vibes with San Jose. I really don't know what it's like right now with them. We didn't have that option. Look at Igor is it Igor? I think it's Igor Bobkov. 85 overall goalie. That's crazy. So, before we do, hold on, Tyler Bunz is accepted, Brock Bukaboom accepted, and so did Austin Levi. So, that's nice to have those guys under wraps. Continue. I'm going to take a look at free agency first, and just see what's there. So, the best overall guy is Derek Roy, and then the best goalie is Igor Bobkov, 85 overall starter. 5.1 is what he wants. Basically, the same amount is what our buddy Jonathan Quick makes. There's not really anybody out there that would be worth it. Is there anybody out there worth it potential-wise? Okay, Hunter Shinkaruk is available. He's 23 years old. He could still get up there. So you know what? We're going to sign Hunter Shinkaruk. We'll max him out. Oh, you know what? He is a... they will... Oh, shoot. He is an RFA at 23 years old. I guess so. Then let's give him a one-way. And we'll offer him... I think you can offer 1.15. Yes, we'll offer him that. Okay, we'll see if they match that. Anthony D'Angelo, that's our guy. Madison Bowie, a 4 Red Star defenseman, and Matt Pumple, that's our boy. He's 23 years old. You know what? He'd be a gamble. Oh, you know what? Whatever. We won't go on him. Bozen, that's our guy. Santos, no. Oh, Matt Conan, what's the deal with you? Top 6 defenseman. Defensive defenseman. Really good slap shot power. 97 in slap shot power. Let's just look at the RFAs, because some of these guys might go away. Yeah, most of them do. Alright. The one thing that we did want to look at, though, was we need a 4th line center. Michael Latta, a grinder, 61 faceoffs. No. Chris Brown, 60 faceoffs. No. Anders Lee, a playmaker, 72 faceoffs, getting better. There's nobody else here. Oh, Nate Thompson. He's 79 face-off, 2-way forward. That's not bad, I suppose. Put a 2-way forward with 2 grinders. Yeah, we could do that. He wants 1.7 for 1 year. And he's a good face-off. You know what? We're going to go out. We're going to get him. We'll give him what he wants. 1 year. You can't really offer him less. They won't take it. Now, is there any kind of a right winger? Not Riala. We've got a right winger, sorry. Do we? Yeah, we need a left winger. Blake Como, 2-way forward. Now, I can't remember. Is it 3 2-way forwards? Hold on. NHL 12. Yeah, sometimes I forget exactly what it is. Alright, hold on. I can't remember if it's 2 grinders and a 2-way forward, if it goes, or if it's 2 2-way forwards and a grinder. I think it's 2 grinders and a 2-way forward. Why won't this thing load? Oh, geez, there it was. There we go. Goodness gracious. Alright, 2-way forward and 2 grinders. So we do need a grinder. So we couldn't go after Dale Weiss. Corey Trop, another 2-way forward. Matt Bolesky. He's a grinder, but he's worth too much. And I wouldn't want to put him on that 4th line. Is there anybody else down here, maybe? Klingberg, power forward. Lindstrom, power forward. Abdelkader, power forward. Stone, all these power forwards. Skilly, a sniper. Maxime Sauve, 2-way forward. Good God. And then we're getting in a time again's a grinder. Good body checking. Not bad discipline. His defensive awareness is pretty good. He's actually a good option. All right, let's go after time again, and he'll match that option perfectly. So we'll do that. Okay. So now, I just want to make sure that I get everybody that I want first. So we're going to sim up to the 5th. Make sure we get everybody signed down. Or locked in. Should be the 5th. There we go. So we've got Nate Thompson. We got time again. And Hunter Shinkaruk decided to go with another team. Interesting. We offered him quite a bit. I guess he just doesn't want to be part of this because of how many prospects we have in the system. So let's go out and make this deal work. Or make this deal go. Can we upgrade? We can upgrade our amateur scout. Yeah, let's do the amateur scout. We want as much information as we can about that stuff. GM options, trade negotiations, trade players. All right, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Nikita Kucherov, but that's the nature of the business, guys. You give up a little bit to get some. So Marleau's value goes to the end of the U, And Kucherov's value goes to the end of the L. They also don't want him. Our relationship's great, so that's good. So what we'll need to do with this is we're going to need to offer something else up there that they want. Who else do we have that they'd be interested in? Bozen? They don't want Bozen. What's his deal, though? Playmaker, 3.5 yellow star. We could trade Bozen. I would trade Bozen on there. Okay. And in terms of value, it's pretty close. But I think I need to throw something in there that they want, too. So let's just throw in, just because. Let's throw in LaBarbera. Ronnie LaBarbera. That will be the guy that basically is interesting to them. 3-star center, 73 face-off playmaker. Never will be in the NHL. Not somebody I would utilize because he'd be playing on the 4th line. Nikita Kucherov, Tim Bozen, and Ronnie LaBarbera for Stanley Marleau. Now, Marleau's going to end up probably playing the right wing on the 2nd line. And he's a left-handed shooter. He'll get some goal scoring. And he's 5 yellow stars. So he's almost guaranteed to get up there, which means that he will thrive all over the ice. And he's got really good face-offs, so he could even play center if we needed him to. So let's do this trade. I think this is pretty fair. Nikita Kucherov, Tim Bozen, and Ronnie LaBarbera. Will it go through? It won't. I question whether you even looked at our trade block surplus. San Jose is totally unwilling to give up what you've asked for us, unless you really make it worth our while. I don't think you have. You've met our block needs well, but the value you have on the table is far off. Okay, so let's take LaBarbera off. Let's take a look at our defense here. Let's take a look at what they want. They would take Caron, but that's it. How about goalies? Pascal? Okay, they would take Pascal. Alright. Let's throw Pascal on there. That gives them a very interesting option in Eddie Pascal. We signed him to be a backup goalie, but the fact of the matter is we have a goalie that can play that. We have a goalie. Where is he? We've got Holowenko. And Holowenko can easily be the backup for our team. 79 overall. I believe he's probably even labeled as a backup. Oh, he's labeled as a minor starter. So, that's okay. I'd be willing to give this up. Nikita Kucherov, Tim Bozen, and Eddie Pascal for Stanley Marleau. In terms of value, they're definitely getting their money's worth on it. We could actually probably even ask for a pick back if they're willing to get rid of any picks. Maybe a 3rd would make me happy. At least we get another pick. Let's see if this goes through. If not, I'll take the 3rd off. Oh, and there it goes. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in San Jose, so we're accepting your offer. Guys, we got Stanley Marleau in the system. That is a big move for our future. I mean, like, when you are in the situation that we are, it's kind of like the Detroit Red Wings. You're able to cycle over elite talent on a regular basis. So that is really nice for us. Now, something also that's very interesting to think of is we have a ton of cap space now after that trade. $18 million to be exact. Now, we could go after the best overall player, which is the goalie, Igor Bobkov. There's 6 teams interested at $5.18 million. We could pick him up and trade him away for some picks. I know. It's not great business, but you know what? It could give us an option as well if we wanted to keep him come, down the road. We could also pick up a better backup goalie in Darcy Kuemper. You know what? We might just do that with the cap space that we have now here. There's also Anders Nielsen. Let's go with Anders Nielsen. They're the same age. He's a year younger. He's the same age, same overall, and he wants a little bit less. So let's offer him the 1.4. Okay. So that adds to our defense, our goaltending depth that we have. It gives somebody a little bit better than Holowenko because he's considered a minor starter at this point. And then if we went after Bobkov, there's tons of teams interested. I'm thinking in order to get him, we would have to offer him about $5.5 million. Now, we need to ask ourselves, is that really worth it at that point? $5.5 million? I don't even think he'd take that. It would have to be probably... God damn it. One way. There you go. If you want 1 year at 6.5, 2 years at 5.53... Oh, hold on, let me go back. The only thing that when you change the years around, like if I give him that at $6 million for 2 years, his value gets much better because it's only 2 years. But do we need to pick up Igor Bobkov just for the sake of trading him? You know what? I'm not going to do that. I don't, that's not fair, and it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, even though we'd be getting rid of it. Bobrovsky, we could pick up. He wants 1 year at $2.895 million. We could pick him up. He's a third-line checker. Good grinder. What's his hitting like? You know what? You know what? I'm going to stay with what we got. I'm not going to mess around too much here. I know everybody wants me to do that. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm signing Bobkov. I'm making an offer. I'm putting it in there. I want to get my... I need a first-round pick. So, what we're going to do is make that offer for the first-round pick. So, we'll give him the 3 years, and we'll give him it at 5.9. That makes me feel a little bit more comfortable than giving him 6. So, $5.9 million for 3 years. Let's see if he takes that. He'll get back to my offer tonight. We're the 7th team interested. I doubt he's going to accept our offer. He has a lot of good offers on the table. Oh, and Igor Bobkov ended up taking that deal. Okay, so we've got a really good goalie now. Now, let's go to GM options. Let's see what he's worth. Let's go trade Igor Bobkov. Goalies. He's got quite good trade value. We could get a first-round pick out of him. Could we do it now? Probably not. Oh, you know what? We could. Anaheim's is really low. Boston's is low. Buffalo's is really high. Calgary. We need to find somebody that would have to be, you know, very similar in trade value. But we're not going to do it right now. We're going to wait till the beginning of the season, all right? We're going to wait till the beginning of the season. These are not the goalies that we can tandem, you know. It's not going to work like that. Let's just sim up here because I don't think we have, what's his name? There we go, Anders Nielsen. So our other backup goalie. So basically our backup system is just intense right now. Now, for anybody that's really pissed off that I picked up that goalie, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to piss you off. We don't have a first round pick, and I wasn't gonna do it because it's a lot of money, A, and B, it's kind of cheating. Oh, they offered him. We're gonna match that offer right away. $1.25 million. I will match that for him. D'Angelo staying with the team. Montreal offered him, but there's no way I'm letting him slip away. Absolutely not. Okay. I think it's funny that we went out and replaced Holowenko, or not Holowenko. What's his name? Almost right away. Yeah, see, there we got Cole Holowenko. No one's gonna want him. No one's gonna sign a 3.5 red star goalie. And then Brandon Whitney, no one's going to sign him because his overall's way too low. Yeah, that's not it. Matt Pumple accepted. Yeah, he's 77 overall. Was that what he's before, or 75? Or was he the same? I don't recall anymore. But does anybody remember when we did the Anaheim Ducks Be a GM? That was for NHL 13. It was the first Be a GM I did for that game. And we ended up, actually, the file ended up glitching and corrupting, which was crazy. But, oh, hold on. Steve Ott for a 2nd-round pick and La Barbara. Oh, my goodness. I'm a huge Steve Ott fan, but what's his overall? 81. He's an 81 overall. Oh, my goodness. What's his cap hit? 2.2. He's basically the same thing as Jarrett Stoll. Now, would they want Jarrett Stoll? No, they want Jarrett Stoll. He's a little bit older, is he not? Same face-offs, but he's a two-way forward. I'm such a big fan of those grind. You know what? I'm just going to keep Stoll. It's not that interesting. I love Jarrett. I love Steve Ott. He's a great player to use. If anybody picks him up in your Be a GMs, your GM Connected, great player for the 3rd line. No, it's okay. You won't regret having him there. He's a penalty kill specialist. He can even play the power play. If you're playing the game, he's great because he's got that great face-off at 85. He's strong, and he can hit like crazy. Steve Ott is unbelievable. I would love him in the real life to be on my team. It'd be sick. All right. Let's take a look and see exactly what Igor Bobkov can yield at this point. We're at the beginning of the year, so we are able to look at contracts now. Okay, so let's look at let's go to coaching option or contracts. Yeah, we'll go to contracts. GM options, contracts. Because this is going to switch. Yeah, so Yakupov is an 86 to start. Scheifele is an 86 to start as well. That will likely go up. So they didn't have a very good offseason. Druin's a 90. Bogosian's still an 88. Scheifele's, yeah, we said 86. Kane's still an 86. Yakupov, 86. Byron Hutchinson. Marleau went up to an 83, so he went up 2 overall. Ernie went up to is still an 83. Caron's still an 82. D'Angelo went up to an 80. Looks like Pupil went up to a 79. McGinn is still a 78. Yep. Goaltending. Goalies. So Quick and Bobkov and Nielsen, right? That's our system right now. Buns is an 80 overall goalie. Oh my god, he jumped huge in the offseason. That's awesome. Him and Holowenko are going to be a nice 1-2 punch. He went from 72 to 80. Bukaboom went up to 80. Levi went to an 80. Zadorov's still a 78. You know what? He's going to get minor play. I mean, he's been on the cusp for a long time, but he hasn't been able to produce. No forwards with potential. No right wings. No defensemen. Well, we got a couple defensemen, but they're almost, you know, they're there already. Goalies, yeah, we got the goalies. So, you know what? I'm going to trade away Bobkov. We have lots of options right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we can get for Igor Bobkov, okay? So before this episode's done, we're going to trade him away. All in one go. Igor Bobkov, Anaheim would take him. I would want a pick or a prospect. So let's take a look at the skaters that they're going to give away. There's nobody there. Their pick isn't worth that much. Boston, can't get much worse. Their pick is still not worth that much. Buffalo's pick, worth a lot. They don't want to get rid of it. Calgary's, Carolina, worth a little bit more in Carolina. Chicago, oh, they don't want him. Colorado, worth too much. Nope. Dallas, nope. Detroit. Well, let's take a look at Dallas. Good neutral relationship. They have no skaters they want to get away. Because I would couple a first-round pick and some prospects. Edmonton can't get much worse. And they have no... Oh, they got some players they want to get. Darnell Nurse. Darnell Nurse they would want to get rid of. I would do that trade. That's a great trade if we could get it to go. Because he's a 4.5-star defenseman. I know, he's taking a while to get there. He's 23 years old, but he's going to be there right away. 75 overall, 2-way defenseman, 4.5 yellow stars. He could be very good for us. If we threw Darnell Nurse on there. Okay, so Darnell. And for Igor Bobkov, let me take a look here. And a first-round pick from them. That would likely go through. I think that likely would go through. Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave it there. When I come back, I'm going to try this trade. But I need to build up my rapport, so I'll do that in between so you guys aren't bored with me doing the 7 for 7. So when we come back, you're going to see great relationship with Edmonton, and we're going to make this deal go for Igor Bobkov and Darnell Nurse. Alright guys, until next time, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.